Benedict Townsend here, and we're here to talk stags on Paramount Plus. Gents, how you doing?
Very good.
Yeah, really well.
Fantastic. Let's jump into it. So, what first drew you to this show that was shot on location on Tenerife?
That.
Yeah. Yeah. The script just leapt out of me. But...
straight away, the scripts were incredible, and there was so much life and fun and like excitement going on in there. I was like, where is this going?
Yeah.
And you quickly get to the kind of the end of episode 1, and you're like, oh, this is where we're going. So it was refreshing and original, and I think Daniel is a brilliant writer, and
it was unlike anything I'd ever read before. And you know, what a privilege as an actor to be able to be part of a project like that when you know that you're telling stories in a complete different way. It's such a roller coaster, such a wild ride.
Very professional answers there. I like that. You could have just gone for I wanted a holiday, but you really went into the story. And
we started with that.
Yeah, you started with that. Well, you touched on it. It's got this sort of ensemble cast. Did you do any kind of like stag style like team bonding activities to sort of get in the mindset?
Yeah. I mean, initially it was quite calm, wasn't it? And very wholesome. We'd go to the beach and we'd get in the sea, and we did 2 weeks of solid work, and then I think we were ready for the stag.
Yeah.
The mock-up stag do. Yeah, we ended up in Los Americas for the night, and pretty much England. And God, we was out till stupid o'clock, and I also did a bit of a stew move where I was like, guys, I'm gonna get off, I'm gonna get back to bed, and they're like, no, fuck. But it was character, it was for the building. Yeah, it's for the
It was all professional, really.
Yes,
Yeah,
100%.
always.
Was there a particular bad influence in the group who was like, one more drink, lads?
Just one.
Yeah.
I'd say Asim Chowdhury is a dark horse.
Yeah.
He can certainly sink them. And when he does, he just starts rapping. So there's,
That's true. Yeah.
There was one night we were just kind of drinking on the streets, very classy, and a group came over to us, and they were like Spanish and Argentinian and from different places, and Asim just starts rapping in Spanish and then records the whole thing accidentally on his phone. Charlie was necking white wine from the bottle, and Corin lost his voice after 1 hour of speaking non-stop.
Yeah.
And Jojo was never found again.
Proper method acting in this,
Yes.
and I think that's great.
Everyone's
Yeah.
very suited, aren't they, for the parts?
I saw an interview with Gary Oldman, right? And someone asked him, what's the hardest thing you've ever done as an actor? And you think it'd be like, this monologue or whatever. And he said, I think it was in one of the Harry Potter films, his character was knocked out and he just had to lay by a lake for 5 days. And he was like, it was so cold and I wasn't allowed to move. And he's like, that was the hardest thing I ever did. So it's kind of unexpected. The layman might not realise the stuff of acting that is like annoying. You know, like when you have to eat and stuff. What was the hardest day for you on set on this show?
First thing that comes to mind was that it was so dusty and there's so much sand everywhere. You probably can't tell in the final edit, but after the first week, the whole crew knew we had to put goggles on, and it was really bad at some points, especially on windy days. I remember blowing my nose and like it'd be black in the dish.
People were getting eye infections.
Oh my God.
And we're like the kind of the actors that are we've not got the masks on or goggles, and we're like trying to do scenes in this.
It's a big challenge for me. I don't know how many times we got to cut because something in my eye. So physically,
that wasn't dust.
It's your spit. I wasn't expecting that to be a challenge, and it really was.
Yeah. I struggle with sometimes like bright sunlight, trying to like look like is there any thought going on when you're just pure squinting.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, there's other stuff that was difficult to film, but they're like in 5 and 6, and I'd be giving it away there. So I think I'll leave that one, but yeah.
A bit of suspense for the, you have to watch the show.
Guys,
there we go.
out.
There's loads of dust in 5 and 6. Tenerife's like volcanic, isn't it? So you've got like magma in your eyes or whatever. Money no object, nothing off limits. What would be your ultimate stag? And would Pitbull be there? Mr. Worldwide.
It's a worldwide.
Was he here for a second?
I would want a bit of football to be in there. Maybe in the morning,
like
little five-a-side.
Nice.
Or a trip to the Bernabeu.
Yeah,
game.
that'd be nice.
A little game on the side.
Nice.
private jet in. Money no object.
Because you could be, you could get Messi in with you for the football.
Yeah.
Solid gold football. Difficult to kick, but a good flex.
But yeah.
Good for the gram.
Good for the
This show is from the producers of Sex Education. Would you say that it's also kind of chock full of these educational moments?
It's educational in the sense of what not to do.
There we go.
Yeah, I think all the characters are dealing with things that are relatable, and people can say, oh, I feel that and I relate to that. And as the story goes on, you find out, you see different sides to these people, and they're not who you think they are at the start. So, yeah, in that sense, the show tackles a number of themes and topics, and friendship and kind of morals, like what you do when you kind of push to your limit, how do you react? There's so many similarities with the shows. They're both very alive. They're both like, here, we're not like apologising for what we are. This is the
very unique.
Yeah.
My wife would kill me if I didn't mention my Mad Fat Diary. Your character has lived on in the hearts and minds of fans everywhere.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you have any special message you'd like to give to the fanatics?
The fanatics
out there.
I love that. I'm just so grateful though, and proud of the show, what it did at the time as well, and it really kind of revolutionised the whole world of I don't want to say acting or drama, but it was the first time that I'd seen someone with mental health problems, a woman that was, suffering with all these different things on front centre of a programme, and I feel like the music and the graphics and the cast and Tom Bidwell's writing, I feel like it was all so right for that moment, and it's been a great joy to be part of that, and to know all the cast as well, and and the exec producers, really sound bunch of people.
It's got a real legacy. I mean, I see people all the time on Twitter just being like, this is who I'm comparing my boyfriend to all the time. Is this?
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah,
like,
that's
can you
hard.
be my boyfriend? That's not me.
Yeah.
I'm a real bastard.
That's just the first day we met.
You get all the credit for that guy.
Yeah.
You just had to be, pretend to be him.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It was very well written to be liked forever.
Yeah.
But no, really grateful for that.
I'd like to play a game. It's a classic. You've probably played it loads of times. It's called Stag, Staggering, Staggered or Stag, the animal.
I did it just this morning.
Yeah. It's a family favourite. I'm going to give you some options, and all you have to do is decide whether it's stag, staggering, staggered or stag, the animal.
Okay.
We're playing for the usual stakes, 100 grand. You can get them all, 100 grand. You do have to split it though, I can't,
That's
The
fine.
budget's not
No,
infinite.
we like to share.
Okay, here we go. Stag, staggering, staggered or stag. First option, a deer.
Stag.
The animal.
There we go. I was gonna try and trick you.
Well done.
That was touch and go for a second there. That was people at the edge of their seats.
You were about to dive in there.
No, I don't want to give up 100 grand this easily. Do you know what I mean?
Fair,
Like,
yeah.
All right.
I'm splitting it with you.
A set of stairs.
Staggered.
Okay, but there's 1,000 of them.
We got the full words.
It's staggering.
Staggering.
Staggering is correct because that's a staggering amount of stairs. You have played this game before. This is cheating.
This morning.
Yeah.
I keep telling you.
Okay.
Does it get harder?
I'm getting a bit cocky now. Jeez.
You're going to have to up it.
I've only got 3 options for this. All right. Number 3, shots.
Stags.
Stags! Oi, oi, oi!
The oi oi stag. Okay. And no, these were actually, I'm afraid these were hunting rifle shots. So the answer is actually not stag, but stag, the animal. So I'm afraid I have tricked you there.
Hunting shot.
Yeah.
So what is that?
What
Is
is
that a
hunting
bullet?
shots?
Is that
It's like a poorly phrased way of saying, like, shooting a stag.
let's go for the hunt.
Yes.
Okay.
But I've arranged it so that you
Not
cannot
the
win.
jargon, the hunting jargon.
That you're used to, is
that
it?
I'm used to.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, really? When you're on Tenerife, going for blinded by dust, just shooting into the sea. Guys, great to chat with you. Love the show. What is August 15th? Is that right?
That's right.
There we go. On Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Check it out, guys. You're going to enjoy it.
Yeah. And could you, as Finn, could you tell people to watch it? Because then you get the double promo.
It's Finn, right. Listen, guys. Right, Ray, look, I love you, Ray, but I also love stags. Now, Stags is coming August 15th. Be there, be square. Right?
Fantastic. I can't believe...
That was shocking, but we can edit that.
I can't believe how much you committed to that. It was fantastic. You were within your right to be like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Well, sometimes you just got to go for it, haven't you?
Exactly. And that's the spirit of Stags.